Good morning, Himanshu sir, Secretary CBSE, and now with the additional charge of Secretary NCRT, and all the participants who have joined us today. A very warm welcome to the second day of our virtual mental health series organized by CBSE in collaboration with AIMS New Delhi. Yesterday we had a very insightful session from the Professor Director M. Srinivas, Director AIMS New Delhi, on health, nutrition, and emotional health, where we learned how the choices we make in our daily lives, what we eat, how we move, and how we manage our emotions can shape the overall well being of our children. The session emphasized that nurturing a healthy mind and body is a shared responsibility of schools, parents, and of course, communities. And it was inspiring to see such active participation and engagement from all of you. Today, we will focus on a topic that affects every one of us in today's world. In the fast-paced scenario, we, the students, face academic pressures, social challenges, and the constant influence of digital media. Stress, if not understood or managed, can impact learning, health, and emotional resilience. Recognizing stress and equipping our students with strategies to tackle it is essential to help them thrive not only academically but also emotionally and socially. It's my privilege to have Shri Himanshu Gupta, Secretary CBSE and NCRT, who will lead today's session on how to tackle stress. Under the guidance of CBSE, initiatives like the hub and spoke model of counseling, the parenting calendar, and collaboration with AIMS through the MADE project have been instrumental in supporting the mental health needs of students across the country. I would like to remind all the participants to kindly put any queries or thoughts that they have in the chat box. These will be addressed by our esteemed speaker at the end of the session. With great pleasure, I now invite Himanshu sir to take us through this very important discussion on understanding and tackling stress in today's world. Over to you, sir. Thank you so much.
One of the most important aspect of this is how to tackle stress in life. First of all, I would request all the participants, just grab a pen and also a notebook or anything, a paper, where I would be asking you to do few activities, and you can just note down your responses also. This session will be more on self introspection, so it will be, I am sure it will be very interesting session for all of you. And that's why just grab a pen and a paper so that if we do any activity, you can just note down few things. Let us, if you see stress on a scale of 1 to 10, I would everyone I would like to note that, and take a pen and paper and just note down at what level are you when in your daily life, in your daily mindset, right now, in this state of mind. Just note down, be it, is it 1, is it 2, is it 3, is it 4? आप कौन से stress में 1 to 10, if we make the levels from 1 to 10, at what level are you right now? Are you at 5 or 6? You can mention in chat box if you want to, that आप किस level पर हैं stress के उसमें, or you are at 7, 8, 9 or 10. So whenever I ask a lot of teachers or students, we find that majority of them are, they rate themselves at 6 or 7. Some of them also say that they are at, in stress level, they are always in 9s. Some of them say that they remain calm and they are at 1s or 2s. A recent study was done where, in India, and it was found that 78% of our youth said that uh, are having significant stress levels in their lives. So this is very, very important that we talk about it, that is stress good or is stress bad, and if it is good, then till what level it is good, if it is bad, then till what level it is bad, how to tackle it, what should be our daily lifestyle practices so that we can just deal with a lot of things in life. So First of all, I would like to tell that stress in daily life is a normal thing. And stress till certain level is a good stress. If there is no stress in life, nobody would be motivated to work. If you are not having, suppose you are in a if you don't have that pressure to go to school, you are a teacher, and you don't, one night before you are not thinking कि कल मुझे क्या पढ़ाना है स्कूल में, or even like I have to go to school or not. If you are not having that, in your back of mind, then you will not be going at all in school. You will be just lethargic throughout your life. So some amount of stress is always required, that motivates a human being to work. That is also called a use stress, like a positive stress. So everyone, jitne bhi innovations ho in life mein, you talk about Elon Musk, who has built Tesla, or you talk about, you know the developers of Sam Altman chat GPT जिन्होंने बनाया, they all, have that little bit amount of stress, due to which they are always motivated to keep on working more and to deliver. So stress that ways, that you stress is always good in life. The problem comes जब वो stress आपके अंदर इतना ज्यादा हो जाए, when the stress becomes so much that it starts causing distress. That means that, you know it has started affecting you in a negative manner. Suppose, like, I find lot of students who, one day before exams, they are motivated to revise their sessions. So they sit late night, they wake up early morning with an aim to, revise their session, so that that helps them to perform in schools. But there are few students, who take stress so much that they start panicking. They are not able to remember anything when they sit in the exam, or they just, start, I mean, they run away from the situation. So how to tackle that part in life, I think that is very important. So one is, whenever you have, that sort of stress, you feel that I am feeling stressful, you must try to say that it is normal for me, and it's not just me. Everyone around me feels stressful, in such situations. Second is, just whenever you feel stressful, take a break of 5 minutes, sit calmly, and do deep breathing. चलिए, लेट अस ट्राई टू डू वन एक्टिविटी. मैं आपको स्ट्रेस के इश्यूज दिखाता हूँ. हम सब अपनी फिस्ट को बहुत ही टाइटली होल्ड करेंगे. वी विल डू दिस फॉर 10 seconds. ओके, वी डू इट लाइक everyone, all the teachers or youth, just hold your fist very tightly, and I'll be counting till 10. 1, 2, tightly करना है. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, और टाइट करिए. 9, 8, 9, 10. अब इसको छोड़ दीजिए, लूज. So when you had, like, when you were this was kind of a stressful situation, where, you were holding it very very tightly, and when you suddenly relieve it, or I mean open your fist, you feel very relaxed. So life ke I mean, this is what you have to learn, that this stress can be, countered when we feel relaxed in life. And one of the way to do that is to just, in any situation, just try to, check out uh, from that situation, sit calmly, close your eyes, and do deep breathing. And how, that has an impact, I will share it in due time. But let us, all of us, since we are in this webinar, we all of us sit uh, for a minute, close our eyes, and do deep breathing. And deep breathing कैसे करेंगे? I will be counting from 1 to 5, आप inhale करेंगे 1 to 5 तक, and then I will be counting 6 to 10. You will be, exhaling. So let us start with it. Keep अपने eyes को close करिए. Please close your eyes. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. You can open your eyes now. See, this is a very, very powerful technique. It looks like a very simple technique. Deep breathing actually helps one a lot in countering, stressful situation. And if you do it regularly, morning 10 to 15 minutes and evening 10 to 15 minutes, it's a very, very powerful tool that creates lot of, that makes your brain so much agile that it is able to counter stressful situations. आप अगर इसका scientific, I am not a doctor but I have consulted lot of doctors, I have gone through lot of studies, and it clearly shows that one, if you do this activity of deep breathing daily 15 minutes in morning and evening, it calms you so much and it gives you so much of clarity that it helps you a lot in dealing with lot of stressful situations. So I would request all the teachers to, teach this thing to all your students, how to actually, uh, uh, counter whenever they get this stress. So how to counter this by using simple techniques. And this is useful not just for students, but it is also very useful for the teachers. So I think one thing that as a teacher all of you must realize is that if you are always feeling stressful in life, or if you are not relaxed, then you can't, tell your students to remain calm. So you have to first experience it by yourself. If you start doing this in your life, just whatever is the situation, you are having fight in family, you are just distressed, you are finding yourself very low in life, or you are having some very important engagement and you are like in very anxious, just take a time for 10 minutes and do deep breathing and see its impact on your life. It's a very, very powerful tool. So that's why I would this is one of the very powerful techniques, that if one of the key takeaways from this webinar, that if you teach your students to do deep breathing, then that is very, very impactful. It calms down your, parasympathetic system, and it makes you very, very relaxed. Now if we see what are the reasons why people are stressed in these times, or during I'm talking about Indian condition, Indian context, why generally our students remain stressed or why teachers remain stressed. So there are some common factors. आप सभी अपने पेन और पेपर के अंदर try to write it down, that what are the factors due to which you what are the stressful conditions in your life. Just write it down. It can be family expectations, social expectations, fear of failure of something, social media, the comparison that my friend is doing so well, my friend is enjoying so much, but I am not good. My colleague is so happy and rich, is blessed with everything. I am not having this thing. Or, you know, if you are a student, then NEET is coming close by, or J is happening, but I am not able to, my preparations are not going well. So just write it down. What are the reasons that, you are feeling stressful? See, you have to understand. I'll just tell you a science behind it, that whenever we are stressed, our brain releases a hormone called cortisol. Then our heart, you know, start beating faster. Our breathing also becomes shallow, and we go into kind of a fight or flight mode. You know what is fight or flight mode? If you are in that situation, you either try to fight with it, or you either try to just kind of not counter it and start doing something else. But the best way to deal with it is just control your breath and see how it improves your life. So I think that is one very important thing that all of you must try to see. You all must also try to realize that we must try to develop that gratitude feeling in yourself, that what life has given, uh, what good things life has given to you. So try to also note it down whenever you feel that somebody, I mean, I am being downed, or I am facing a stressful situation where if this will not happen, then my entire life will be ruined. Just try to note down what are the important, I mean, what are the things that life has given in a positive way to me, and start focusing on the positive aspect. And also start, I mean, our brain, I'll just also tell one more thing, that our brains, they wire together. Our brains neurons, they wire and fire together. So whatever suggestions we give to our brain, it actually starts acting on that. Suppose you start saying to yourself that I will fail, I will fail, I will fail, your brain will brain's neurons will try to rewire itself, and then they will start making even your, not only your mind but your entire body will start feeling that I will fail in it. But if you start giving positive suggestions to yourself and to your mind, that I will overcome it, I will do well, and if you start giving that positive affirmations to your mind, that will have a very very positive and a strong impact on not just yourself, but on your entire body. You will start feeling that that stress level is going down. So I think it is, I mean, the first is breathing, the second is positive affirmation. Positive affirmation is again a very very important and a positive tool to take care of the stress in your life, and it actually rewires your brain, and then impacts your entire body. That if you start giving those positive suggestions, then that actually takes care, I mean, create converts that distress into a eustress. The third thing that I would suggest to all of you is that whenever you feel stressful, sometimes we are seeing that lot of teachers or lot of children, they start going on social media and they start seeing reels. Please don't do that. That is harming you even further. If you really want that you are in a stressful situation, then the best way is to have a digital detox. Sit calmly, either do deep breathing, or the third thing that I am telling you is do meditation. There are a lot of scientific studies that say that if somebody does regular meditation, then it helps in developing gray matter in the brain, that actually creates lot of positive impact on one's overall lifestyle. So now there are a lot of people who say this, that I am not able to do meditation. Like if I sit in meditation, I get lot of different thoughts, and I then get carried away. See, it is not important for you that you are getting carried away or you are not able to do proper meditation. It is a technique. Like suppose you don't know how to play cricket, but if on first day, suppose somebody asks you to go and hold a bat, you might not be able to hit ball properly with it. So, the bowler is throwing a lot of balls, but you are not able to catch even one ball, or you are not able to hit your bat with the ball even once. That might happen on day one. But if you keep on, going on the field daily and doing practicing, on the fourth day or fifth day, you will be able to hit the ball once or twice. On seventh or eighth day, you will be able to hit it further. The meditation is also just like that. You will, if you sit for even 10-15 minutes, you might not be able to concentrate at the first place, even for out of 15-14 minutes. But you will find that over a period of week, you will be able to concentrate, or you will be able to sit in a relaxed position where thoughts are not coming. That thoughtlessness feeling will come for say 1 minute or 2 minutes, and with time you will find. And the good part is, like cricket, if you are like 25 years old and you start playing cricket, you might not be able to learn it so easily. But with meditation, be it if you are a student, or if you are a teacher of 25 years, or if you are a person of 50 years, you will find that with time, you can learn to meditate with time very easily. No doubt it happens at a younger age in a much faster manner. But even if you are 35 or 40 and you want to experience meditation, just go for it. The most important thing is to form it as a habit. The challenge comes that once you sit for meditation, you sit for, you do it for a week, and then you feel that, oh no, it is not happening, let me quit it. But if you actually make it a habit of 15 day, or for a month, you will find that out of 15 minutes, for 4 or 5 minutes, you will be able to feel that feeling of thoughtlessness. And if you keep on doing it, you will be able to master it with time. So what is more important is that have that daily habit. What you can do as a teacher in your classroom is that whenever you start a class, you ask your students to just sit for, close their eyes and just sit calmly for a minute during the start of lecture. And then once you end the lecture, then again sit calmly for a minute and, you know, close your eyes and just relax. That really helps a lot during, if you want to tackle stress. The fourth thing that I would like to tell all of you is doing physical activity. It is really very important that, if you are feeling stressful and if you are not able to do, suppose, deep breathing, or if you are not able to concentrate, do mindful activity, then just go out and run. You are feeling stressful, just wear your sports shoes and do some running. If you don't not into running, then just walk. If you're not into walk, do cycling. If you can do yoga, nothing like it. For students, I would like to tell, do Surya Namaskar. If you are feeling stressful, do Surya Namaskar 50 times and you will feel very, very positive. You can do it in morning or even evening also, that does not matter. So if you are feeling stressful, try to do it and you will find lot of, positive energy. Positive affirmation, I have already told you that that plays a very, very important role in one's life. One need to give positive affirmation to the mind. That's why we asked in all the teachers and all the principals that start having positive affirmations in early morning assemblies. That plays a very, very important role in one's life. And giving those positive affirmations actually rewires your brain. if you daily say to yourself that, oh no, I can't do it, I'm getting fatter. Suppose somebody starts saying that, oh, I'm getting fat, I'm getting fat, then you'll find that your mind will retrain itself in a way that, your diet will increase and you will actually become fat. But you start giving positive affirmation that, okay, I have to remain fit, I am fit, I am fit, then your diet will also be controlled. You will also be doing physical activities because you'll start enjoying those things. Your mind will give suggestions. Oh, I'm fit, let me go out for a walk, let me do some physical activity. It is also important that, we to stress is also related to the food habits and also to our sleep. I need not, emphasize that sleep is so much important. But one of the things that you should do is that at least half an hour before sleep, you should not be seeing your phone. Just keep your phone in silent mode and charge it. Keep it on charging mode. And half an hour before sleep, you should not be seeing your phone. And, you know, uh, I'm talking about physical activity. Then, I mean, one is before sleep, not seeing phone. Other is if you can actually do some sort of deep breathing or meditation before sleeping, that actually helps a lot. These days, what happens? Children are on Instagram. रात में वो reels देखते देखते they, it is 12 or 12:31. They don't get to know about the time. I think that is very, very dangerous because sleep is very, very important aspect in our life. And that's why if our sleep is disturbed over a long period of time, it can have a very, very negative impact. Then, you know, uh, one more thing that you can do if you are in a stressful situation is talk to friends, talk to your teacher, talk to your colleagues, talk to your parents. I mean, just vent it out. Sometimes what happens that talking it out with people actually helps a lot in, making our mind very relaxed. So connecting, that's why we say na, human to human connection is very, very important these days. With so much of digital detox, people are not talking to each other. People are talking to AI assistants, but they are not talking to humans. It is very, very important that we talk to our friends. I think having good friends is really very, very important, be it for a teacher or for a student. We must have good quality of, we must have good friends in life. That is very, very important because they, I mean, overall, I would like to tell this to all of you that lot of studies have shown that in next 10 years, the most challenging part for humans will be to keep their mental health in check. I mean, to remain emotionally strong and not to, not to get any sort of mental health disease, because mental health issues are increasing at a very fast pace. And if you really want that you must remain both physically and mentally fit, it is important that you should have friends, you should have a good sleep, and good food. So when we say good food, these days junk food and other things are increasing at a very fast pace. Lot of sugary diet, lot of oily diet is there. Even though it is very challenging for us to, ensure that uh, how to control it, the best way is, I would say, that uh, you start thinking that the food that you are eating is not for taste but for your health. Once you start feeling it that whatever I am eating, it is not for taste but for keeping me healthy, then you will start shifting to healthy diets. All of us know what is healthy diet. I mean, no, there is no need for me to say that what is healthy, what is unhealthy. But the challenge is to actually control oneself of not eating, unhealthy stuff. There are now people saying cheat days, In a week, you follow healthy stuff, and then you get one cheat day to eat whatever you want. I would just say this one thing to students, that you must eat good amount of fruits. I think that is very important, and that is going out from students' diet. They are shifting to, you know, uh, cookies, brownies, ice creams, and they are not enjoying apple, pears, papaya. But it is very important that you should daily eat good amount of fruits, and then as much as possible have food at home. You might not like you there are we hear a lot from a lot of students saying that they don't like the home food. They want to order from Swiggy. They want, I mean, Zomato and Swiggy have for people made life so easy. They feel that you can just order anything. But you know, you have to understand that that is not just impacting your physical health, that is also impacting your mental health. So that's why the stress is also related to what we are eating, how much we are sleeping, and other issues that I talked about. So I think uh, these are some of the traditional. So one more thing I would like to talk to all the teachers and students is that we try to follow a lot of things that are being done in West, and we feel that what West is doing, we must also copy, because they are more developed. But we have to also cherish and try to respect the age-old Indian practices that were, that kept um, us physically and mentally very strong. You, you know, when you take example of Finland. So people say that Finland is the if you see the gross happiness, I mean gross domestic product, or the happiness index, it is one of at the top. But you will also find that the usage of antidepressants per capita is also one of the highest in Finland. So, do we really want to go in that way when we develop, or we must chart out our own ways of developing? Obviously, we have to have the best practices of the West incorporated in our country, but we must also respect the age-old Indian traditional practices that were there, like staying connected with family, having the love of joint families, having good food that is home cooked, you know, Ayurvedic treatments that actually are very, very powerful. I mean, you have plant-based, lot of remedial medicines that are available. Becoming mentally, I mean, if one more, I mean, uh, less addiction to gadgets, staying away from other ill effects. Like I must talk in this uh, seminar also on drugs, that sometimes what happens that vapes and drugs, they are becoming very common in school, I mean outside schools, in youth. So you know if you copy West completely, you know you will be doomed in your life. You have to see what is good from there, but also you have to understand what is the best that is being there in Indian practices, and try to have Indian wisdom incorporated with the practices of the West. There was a shlok, Yogastha Kuru Karmani, stay calm in action. Or you take age old Chanakya, who said that self control is the foundation of success. So, controlling oneself, be it in stressful situation or also in one's daily life, that has a very huge impact. Similarly, I talked about meditation or deep breathing. Deep breathing was already there in the form of pranayam. But you know, sometimes what happens that we don't respect what is being there in our country, and we try to see what is being done in the West. So now you will find that Indian yoga is reaching out in majority of the countries, and they are looking for Indian solutions to deal with mental health. So that's why it is important that we respect what is there in our country, what has evolved from our country, and we try to imbibe in our daily life. I would just say that to sum it up, that what I talked about was that stress is normal. Stress actually in small amounts is, I mean, in reasonable small amount is good for keeping us motivated. That is called eustress. Stress becomes a problem for one when it starts impacting one's daily life and one start feeling distressed. Now, how to tackle it? Doing deep breathing, taking pauses in life, having digital detox, doing physical activities, having positive affirmations in life, trying meditation, having good food, having routine, having a good sleep, talking to friends and families. I think these are the very important things that they can keep us very relaxed. I must also tell you that distress is actually, and if you are actually uh, distress is sometimes when stress is continuous. I mean, distress is for over a period of long time. It can have a very, I mean, big damage on one's entire physical health. So that's why it is important that you realize that you know you have to take care of yourself, and if you are a teacher, of your students. This session, the main purpose was how you can take these practices back to your school. If you're a teacher, with your colleagues, with your students. If you are a student, with your peer, with your buddy, with your mom and dad. And if you're a parent, how you can take it with your children, in your family. I think uh, in next 10 years, the most important health challenge in the globe will be mental health. And if you really want to conquer it, just and mental health challenges in a way are always related to stress. So if you really want to tackle stress and remain happy from inside, try to try to uh, follow what I said. Obviously, I mean, there are other techniques also, and there is lot one can do. But these are some of the things that I talked about. I would also like to mention that there are a lot of helplines that are there. CBSE also provides one helpline. There is Telemanas helpline from ministry. Then there are also, helpline from Nimhans. Even uh, one more thing that I would like to end before, a lot like to talk before ending this session is that there is no harm in talking to a psychologist or a psychiatrist if you feel the stress is going out of bounds and you are not able to tackle it. There is no harm in contacting a psychiatrist or a psychologist. Consider them as your extended friends. you know Sometimes in India, what is happening, that people consider talking to a psychiatrist as a taboo. People still feel that one must not talk to these people, otherwise they will be considered as mad or something like that. It is not the case now. I mean, talking to someone who actually improves your mental health, is actually good for you. That can be your friend, that can be your very close relative, or if you're not getting that support, then try to contact a psychiatrist or a psychologist. That also helps you a lot. So I think these are the things from my side. Really, I'm sure that all of you would have got uh, something from this session. I would like to say that I also uh, went through a very stressful time in my job when I was director of education, and I used some of these techniques. I also consulted a mental health professional who guided me in dealing with stressful situations, and I still try to follow those techniques, and they have played a very important role in making me very strong in life. So that's why it is important. I mean, if you feel stressful in life and you are not able to control, there is no harm in talking to people. And again, I am saying deep breathing, meditation, having good food and a good sleep, having friends. I think these are very important things. Digital detox is, I think digital addiction might be one of the biggest challenges that the world will face in next decade. So digital detox is also one thing that all of you must try to, focus upon, and I'm sure you all will. I mean, this session will benefit not only you, but all the students, parents, and one thing more, teachers must always try to evaluate the students that are there in class. And if they find that a child is going through, is showing some different behavior, and you you gauge it that the child requires some support from a counselor, you must always talk to the child and the parents and try to bring it in notice to your colleagues, to your principal, and try to find out a solution, because you have a lot of helplines also. A lot of these days we have counselors in schools, and then there are the mental health services are also growing in the country. So there is no harm in talking to them. So that's it. This is from my side. Thank you so much, Neeti.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you for such an insightful session. And there are a lot of queries that are coming up from the students and the teachers alike. One very interesting question that has been put up is why is maintaining a routine or time management important for reducing stress? So I think a student has put up this question.
See, what happens is that our mind, our we have a circadian rhythm also, and if we are not following, I mean, following a routine will always keep you away from stress. However, there are always times like you have an exam in a week and you would want to study more at night. We understand those temporary things are always there, and that is a kind of a positive stress. That is a use stress that is keeping you motivated. So for those times, it is fine. But if you are, I mean, following a routine, you will find like, do it for, I would just say, do it for a month, and you will yourself find that if you have a routine in life, that will always keep you very happy. Ultimately, what is the purpose in life? The purpose in life is to be happy from inside and also do good in society. So that happiness automatically comes when one follows a schedule or a routine in life. That actually helps. And there are a lot of scientific studies that have shown that sleeping at right time and waking up early, doing exercise, physical exercise for half an hour, that keeps one fit. And I would like to tell this to all the students that fitness is the most important thing in one's life. And when I talk about fitness, it is both physical fitness and mental health fitness. So both are equally important, your mental health and your physical health.
Okay, thank you so much, sir, for this detailed answer. And another very interesting question, if I can take one or two questions before we end the session.
Yeah.
Another one is, how can gratitude or positive thinking influence stress management?
Yeah.
Very interesting question.
So what happens is that once you are grateful, like what happens if you are seeing Instagram, you will find that, oh, my friend has gone to this place and he or she enjoyed so much. Or, wow, everybody else is enjoying so much. I am the only one who is just sitting and rotting. That actually creates a very negative influence on the mind, and mind starts releasing cortisol and negative influences that actually keeps, I mean, takes one further down and saying, oh, my life is in a bad shape. But if you start feeling gratitude that, oh, my life, I have a good health, I have got a good schooling, I have got, good friends, that actually creates a lot of positive. That creates those your neurons. They actually, the good neurons come together and they start telling your brain that your life is going good. Similarly, positive affirmations. There is a study. There is a theory in epigenetics which says that your mind can actually cure your physical health diseases. There have been studies that a person actually got cured by giving positive suggestions to his mind, and that causes physical health to improve.
Oh, fine, wonderful. One another question they say, uh, how do you personally react when you feel stressed emotionally, physically, or mentally? Again, it is a student who's asking this question.
See, I am also a human being, so I generally try to, I mean, I do deep breathing and I try to do meditation, so that keeps me a bit sane. But yes, I also get stressful. So, I mean, there are always situations in life. So sometimes I also outburst. But then I introspect. I mean, I do a lot of introspection, and I try to spend some me time where, I am away from devices and I'm just sitting calmly, and I am, doing deep breathing, or I am sitting in thoughtlessness way. And that actually helps a lot. I mean, initially when I used to do meditation, out of 15 minutes, 14 minutes, I used to get different thoughts. I could not concentrate. But with practice, same the way I said that you play cricket, with time it improves. So in meditation also it improves.
Thank you so much for this wonderful answer, sir. Just one last question I'll take it again. I think everybody wants to know you uh, more. I think after this session of an hour or so, they want to ask you a very interesting question. Can you share a situation where you handled stress successfully and the strategy you adopted?
Yeah. So I will, yeah, there are a lot of situations I can share. So when I was director of education, I was having a big program where chief minister, deputy chief minister, everyone was supposed to come, and it was a very important program for us. And I was like, I felt that if this does not go well, then there will be a lot of, public. There are a lot of public is there, so there can be a lot of issues. But then this is what I said. I did deep breathing for 15 minutes, and that did magic on me. My mind got uh, very clear, and the doubts that I was having, the self doubts that, oh, will I be able to do the program in a good way or it might fail? Suddenly things became like everything will go well, everything will fall in place, and it actually went well. And then I also started giving suggestions to my mind. What if, even if it goes, you know, out of control, then I am doing my best, and I must not, try to, get demotivated or try to create panic in this situation. I must try to just do my best.
Thank you so much, sir. And I
For
think
civil services, also people are asking that how did I manage the stress? So through positive affirmation that I am going to get selected. I am studying well and I'll make it.
thank you so much, sir. And there are a lot of suggestions coming our way where the people are requesting that Himanshu sir should take a session pre-exam and post-result, and we need such sessions from him. So probably we'll work on that, and definitely I assure that we'll try to have such sessions maybe pre-exam and also post-result. So
Tomorrow's session with Dr. Nand Kumar sir, I think that would be very, very interesting because Nand sir is a pioneer in this aspect, and I am sure that. And then Deepika madam will also be taking a session. So I think this week, lot of amazing sessions are lined up.
thank you so much, sir, for such an excellent and engaging session today. And we truly appreciate the depth of your insights and the warmth with which you connected to the audience. Your clarity and examples made the topic come alive, and I personally found it both inspiring and thought provoking. It was a pleasure listening to you and learning from your rich experience. We are all grateful for the time and effort you took to make this session so meaningful. Looking forward to many more sessions with you, sir, for all of us. Thank you so much. And thank you, teams AIMS, for joining us in this endeavor. And we'll be looking forward for more sessions till the end of the week, that is 10th of October, and many more in the times to come. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you from all of us here.
Thank you.
Thank you.